everyone. As promised, it's Friday and it's time to open another box. So today I'll be opening December 2019's box. So I'm looking forward to it. We're getting into almost into the 2020s now. One more box. So next week we'll be officially into the boxes from this year. So I'm looking forward to finally catching up. And just a friendly reminder, I will be posting other videos throughout the week starting next week. Tuesday to Thursday, I will start introducing the Japanese alphabet. So the first alphabet that we'll be learning is the alphabet called hiragana, which is the most basic of the Japanese alphabets. So I hope you look forward to that. And with that tiny plug done, I'm now going to open the box. Okay, so this one is pretty neat. So this one, because it is supposed to be for Christmas, the book comes with one that says otaku holiday. So otaku is kind of like somebody who's a big fan of of Japanese things, especially anime. So on here there's Luffy from One Piece. This is Boruto from the Boruto series, which is an offshoot of the Naruto series. We've got Kirby. There's a ball from Dragon Ball, which has been a series around for a very long time. And I'm assuming that the squid is possibly from the Nintendo game. I don't play it much, but I know that I have younger students who do play it, so you guys can confirm whether or not that is true. So again, I'm going to do the same thing where I will take everything out of the box just to make space. So we have a whole bunch of things in here. Yep. Okay, yes, now I remember what the name of the game is. It's Splatoon. I definitely have some students that are big fans of Splatoon. So we'll pull these all out. And I have another drink that came with it, so this time I made sure to bring a glass with some ice, because drinks are always nicer to drink when they are cold. So, and there's some water in there, so I'm going to drink that now. Probably because my ice has already started to melt. So it looks like I'm going to have to eat fast, or maybe open the drink first so that I can pour it into the cup. Wow. Feels like there's extra treats in here than usual, but I'm not 100% sure. Of course, always a bag of Kit Kats. So again, hopefully lessons will resume in person soon. Right now I'm trying to do online lessons for my students just to make it a little bit safer for everyone. So it may be a while before I can share the Kit Kats, so I may freeze them after tasting them so that they are still edible when lessons do resume. So first thing I'm going to do is, again, open up the booklet. So this time they opened it up, or they wrote it in the way that most Japanese books are, whereas you, instead of opening left to, or right to left, you actually open, yes, right to, you're going to open from the right side here. So this one is the otaku holiday, so I'm going to read what it says here. It's the special time of year. Yes, if I was opening this in December. So aren't the winter holidays the best time? For the most part, yeah. We hope you enjoy. We hope you're getting into the festive spirit. We sure are. Well, I could use some festive spirit with everything that's going on lately, so I'm going to say yes. We wanted to bring you a special box this month just in time for the holidays. What better way to enjoy the holidays than to snuggle up with a cozy blanket, a hot chocolate, and your favorite anime? Aren't we right? Yes, I am a big anime fan, so, and I am doing that now too, where I am definitely just snuggling up, mostly with Cinnamon, who is behind me, laying on the bed, watching my favorite anime, or animes, and also catching up on some animes that I've been meaning to catch up on for a while. So the flavor of the month is orange and chocolate, which I can kind of tell based on the packaging of the Kit Kat bag. And again, we have our list of our items here that we will be eating. Let's see. So there are featured snacks here, so they're all mostly anime snacks, and then there's also game snacks, which I guess Kirby is a game, but it also is an anime. Another one of those kind of some assembly required snacks, so I'm looking forward to that. Some information on how Christmas is celebrated in Japan, so I will also be reading that. Probably do the same thing that I did before, where I, while the snacks are being prepared, or if there's timing, I'll read this at the end. Then getting to learn some new words, and then some different animes. I'm looking at the list here, and there's quite a few animes that I have watched in here, and some that I guess I will have to start watching now if they're up on this like top 15 animes. Again, would need to have done this a while ago if I wanted to possibly win these, but it would have definitely been interesting to do so. I have a friend here who would have definitely loved some of the prizes if I was able to get them. Promised Neverland, I know that he really enjoys it, and I'm a pretty big fan of Attack on Titan, so that would have also been cool to win as well. Then again, also if I Instagram or tag the photos, then there's a possibility of winning things, and then, of course, earning more points for opening boxes. So we'll get started with opening the snacks. First of all, I'm going to start with the drink just so that I can get into the ice before it starts melting anymore. So this is the Kirby Melon Cream Soda, which I absolutely love melon soda. It's something that I discovered when I went to Japan for the first time. And now every time I go to Japan, or if I'm really craving it, I'll go to an Asian supermarket and I'll get myself some melon soda. So I'm looking forward to drinking this along with the rest of while eating the rest of these snacks. It's a much smaller can or smaller drink than the previous drinks in the other boxes, which is fine because it made more room for the other snacks, so I'm okay with that. Plus, it took a lot of time. I didn't end up finishing my apple-flavored Coca-Cola till a few days later. I had to refrigerate it. It was just too much to drink at once. Oh, it's kind of globby. Oh, I guess I should have read the instructions. I was supposed to shake it. So I'm going to try and swish it around because I did not shake it. It's always important to read the instructions. So I'm going to swirl it around a bit. And, oh no. I might have to... Oh, it's all congealed. I don't know if this is drinkable. We shall find out. I have to probably drink the rest of this out of the can. Oh, there we go. It's all about angles. So for all of you kids out there, math is important, physics is important. I will drink the rest of this from the can later. I'll probably have to refrigerate it again. So I'm going to test this out and see how it tastes. I'm also going to read the description here for the melon soda. So it says, it's melon time. The super fresh and juicy watermelon soda is perfect for a hot summer day, even though it's supposed to be for a December snack box, but hey, who's judging? It's a watermelon party in your mouth. Have you ever tasted watermelon soda before? Okay, so this isn't quite the same as the melon soda that I usually would get when I'm in Japan, but I'm sure it will still taste delicious. Yes, it does, but it's also super sweet, so I'm glad that I have the ice to kind of water it down. Oh, that's really sweet. That might be something that I might have to add some soda water to later just to be able to finish drinking it. So next we're going to look at... Oh, what should I look at next? Okay, let's do this, because this looks interesting. It's like potato chips with chocolate, and I also really like the brand Calbee because they make some really good chips. So if you ever get the chance to try them, go to your local Asian supermarket, go to like a TNT or a Foodie Mart or somewhere like that, and look for these. The brand Calbee, I really like it, or Omomo, I also like that because it's a Japanese dollar store, which they now have here, which makes me really happy. And it's also very dangerous for me because I will want to buy everything there. So this one is the Calbee chocolate chips. Christmas is the time for indulgement, and what's more decadent than chocolate-covered chips? If you haven't tried it, then it might sound strange, but the mix of sweet and savory is perfect. So I kind of would equivalent it to something like if I was having chocolate-covered pretzels. Alright, so that's what they look like. Yay, it looks exactly like it does on the bag, so that's always good. Oh, yeah, that's good. Very good. It is a good balance of salty and sweet, but the chocolate is very sweet. So it'd be something that maybe you could have a couple of chips at one time, and then you'd have to save it and stack on it probably for the next few days in order to finish, or share it with your family and friends. So I'm going to have one more. I'm going to have a smaller one. And I'm going to put that aside. Okay, so this looks similar to one of the snacks that I had in the last box. So it's this was from last time it was a kind of a corn flavored snack. So this is a ebi mayonnaise umaibo. So ebi is Japanese for shrimp. So it says shrimp might not be the most traditional of flavors, but why not try something new this Christmas? Don't worry, the shrimp flavor is complemented perfectly with mayonnaise, so it isn't too overwhelming. Give it a try. My dad just stole my dog in the middle of the video. It's all good. I do like shrimp, so I'm looking forward to that. Oh. Okay. It has a very strong mayo flavor, so it does say ebi mayonnaise as the flavor, but the mayo almost overpowers the taste of the shrimp. So it's a very strong taste, and I don't know if I would describe it as a shrimp flavor, mostly because I guess I'm used to those like shrimp crackers. It's pretty good, but it's definitely wouldn't be something that I would get for myself now that I know what it tastes like, especially because the mayonnaise flavor is really strong. So I'm going to take another sip here to kind of wash down that flavor, because it is a very, very strong flavor. Next, we're going to look at this one. So this is a newer anime. This is Boruto. So it's kind of a sequel to Naruto, so it's based on the next generation of characters. So I don't know if you've been following the anime. If you watch anime, then you've probably watched Naruto. If you're new to anime, I would probably not make Naruto one of your first animes to watch, because it is a really long series. So you might want to start off with a shorter series if you're getting yourself into the anime scene. So this one is, where does it say here? Okay, so these are energy gummies. The Christmas season can be tiring, so a little energy boost can be handy. Don't worry, Boruto has you covered with these energy drink flavored chewy gummies. Believe it. So, believe it is a saying that Naruto says, so I don't know if Boruto says it. I haven't really been keeping up with that anime. It's on my to-do list to see whether or not it's worth investing my time to watch that. So let's open this up and we'll see if it really does give me energy. I think I already have quite a bit of energy to start with. Okay, so it's kind of this peace sign and a star. It almost looks like I could stretch it out. You know, I don't know how many people remember those like sticky hands with the string on them, and you could whip them out and the hand would stick to the wall or to paper. This kind of reminds me of that, except for it's edible and it's not like a high five, but rather a peace sign. So we will try. I'm going to try the star. I'm not going to try the hand, because I think that that's going to be too much sugar at one go. Basically, it just tastes like sugar. I don't drink a lot of energy drinks, so I wouldn't know if I could compare it to what energy drinks taste like. But I'm going to say, yeah, it tastes like what an energy drink would taste like. We'll see if throughout this video, if I get more energetic, then we'll know that this has been effective. If not, then it's just basically gummies. Next one that we have here is the caramel taro. So caramel taro. So taro is a kind of root vegetable. It's very popular in Asian cuisine. When you cook with it, it tends to make things turn purple. But it is really good. So if you haven't had taro before, I would highly recommend eating it. So it says, any fan of caramel out there? Then you've lucked out with this caramel flavored peanut shaped biscuit. You won't be able to stop chomping on them once you've started. Challenge accepted. Let's see if that is true. So this is what they look like. Yep, they are peanut shaped. So I'm going to try and get the camera to focus on that. Not very well, but that's okay. We will see if it really is kind of like Pringles, where once you pop you can't stop. Okay. I wouldn't say the caramel flavor is very strong in it. More than anything, it just tastes like a biscuit. Almost like a slightly burnt biscuit. It's a nice flavor because it's not super sweet, but I honestly can't taste any of the caramel flavor in it. Okay, next we have a chocolate waffle. So, yeah, it says on here, wafure-kun. So, wafuru-kun. So it literally says like waffle or little waffle. So the description here is, ever seen those delicious looking waffles served in cafes and anime? Yes. We couldn't ship you that, so we brought you the next best thing, a portable chocolate waffle to snack on anytime. So that anytime will be right now. Alright, so that's what it looks like. It's got the waffle shape and then chocolate on the other side. The chocolate is very melty. It melts very quickly in your hands. So I gotta eat this quick. Very good. It's a good balance of the waffle and the chocolate. It's not an overwhelming chocolate flavor. So that's very nice. But again, maybe just because of the way that I've been changing the way that I eat and I diet, I definitely couldn't eat this all at once. It is a lot of chocolate and I do still have a lot of snacks to go through. Okay. Next thing we're going to look at is this. These are chocolate flakes. So it says here, choco heto fureku. So yep, basically the Japanese way of saying chocolate flake. I really need to get better at reading my Japanese faster. I'm going to try to open that up. That packaging opened a little strangely, but that's okay. Alright, so yeah, it's a whole bunch of chocolate flakes. It kind of looks like chocolate granola. I kind of wish that the pieces were a bit smaller. But yeah, it tastes like almost like a chocolate granola bar. There's a lot of chocolate in this box. So I'm going to try something not chocolate next. It's very good though. Too bad they only give you 2 of these in a package. Again, going to wash out some of the chocolate taste. Their chocolate is definitely much richer and less on the sweet side, which is nice. Okay, this one here is spicy soy sauce corn snacks. So they had me at spicy. I am definitely a fan of spicy food, so we'll see if it is as spicy as it says. Sometimes when they say spicy, to me that's really not that spicy because I like a lot of heat. I treat sriracha sauce like it's ketchup, so I'm very much into spicy food. So I'm going to read the description of this one as well. So this one says, bring a little heat in this cold season with these soy sauce snacks with a twist. These corn snacks have a spicy kick to them. Should help warm you up on the colder winter nights. So right now, it's actually quite nice out. It's like 15 degrees Celsius right now, and it's a nice spring day. Though we have been getting rain on and off, so we'll see if the rain comes back or not. But it's nice for when you're stuck inside and you want a little bit of spice in your life. So I'm going to use my scissors for this one because I'm afraid that the spicy snack's going to explode everywhere. Alright, so they're kind of a tube-shaped snack like that, and we'll see how it tastes. Almost tastes like the puffy version of Cheetos. Still waiting for that spice. Okay, it's kind of there. It's more like there's something tickling my tongue. But I wouldn't find it spicy, though I'm probably not the best person to gauge spice depending on your level of spice tolerance. So, if you have a low spice tolerance, then this would probably be okay for you, because it's a pretty low spice level for me. And I'm going to have another one of those just to see if maybe I can taste the spice more. It's a very subtle spice. So I think anybody who's kind of on the lower end would be okay with these snacks. Alright. Okay, so now we're getting into the Dragon Ball scene here. So this is from the latest Dragon Ball series. So this is Dragon Ball Super. And this one is Dragon Ball Super Card Gum. So we'll see if it actually is gum, because I've had times where they've said that it's gum on the packaging or on the description and it really hasn't been gum. And it looks like you'll get a collector's card as well, so I'm looking forward to see what kind of a Dragon Ball Super collector's card I'm going to get. Alright, so I'm assuming that this is the gum. And then I got a couple of cards here. So first I'm going to read the description, and it looks like I might have to do some actions, because the first thing it says is Kamehameha, so that's Kamehameha. Power up with this Dragon Ball Super Gum. Guaranteed to help you increase your attack power. Included is 2 random character cards. Will you get your fave characters? So, powering up with this. I don't think I'll get Super Saiyan hair, but that would be pretty cool. Plus, I mean, Goku does have blue hair in here, and I've had blue hair before, so I guess I am a Saiyan. Oh, that's weird. It's almost a lemony flavor, but when you chew on it, it almost dissolves in your mouth rather than forming into a gum. So the 2 characters, or the 2 Dragon Ball superheroes that I got was Krillin, which he's an okay character. I mean, I don't mind him as a character. And then we have here, what does it say? Toran Kusu. So this is Trunks as a kid. Couldn't tell at first who it was, but that's Trunks. So I like Trunks better in the adult, when he was an adult in the Dragon Ball Z series, and I haven't really been keeping up with Dragon Ball since. But they're pretty good cards overall. At least I didn't get Yamcha. Put that aside, and this gum is really sweet, so I don't think I'm going to keep chewing it, because it's just too sweet. Again, I think my palate has changed, but it's also probably a good thing that I don't eat as much sweet stuff, so excuse me for a moment. I'll toss that in the garbage. Alright, so after chewing that, I would like something a little more on the salty side, just to battle that sweetness. So this next snack that I have here, these are Kumamon sparrow eggs. So Kuma is basically Japanese for bear. So Kumamon has brought you a present this Christmas, a famous snack from Kumamoto. These bean candies are well known in Kumamoto Prefecture and are the perfect snack for both kid and adult parties alike. Alright, so we will see if that's true. They only give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of these snacks in here, so we'll see how this goes. And the wrapper just went flying as I cut it open. Oh yeah. This is like, this is really good. It almost tastes like roasted peanuts, and I love roasted peanuts. This gives me fond memories as a child, staying with my grandparents. So my mom's side of the family is Chinese, so I often visit my Popo and Gong Gong, and they always had roasted peanuts for you to snack on. So this really takes me back to my childhood memories in terms of just having those roasted peanut snacks. So this is definitely something that I could finish off, and I probably will not be sharing. We'll see, because there's only 10 of them, and I've already eaten 3. And it's very tempting to finish them all, but I'm not going to do that right now. Alright, so the next thing we have here is from the game Splatoon. So this is Splatoon 2. So for all of you Splatoon fans out there, this is for you. So I'll read the description on here. So this is part of the premium package. These are Splatoon 2 jelly candies, so more jelly candies, because, you know, it's not enough to have one anime jelly candy, you have to at least 2. Ever wonder what the colored ink in Splatoon tastes like? Come on, be honest. Well, this might be the closest thing. The snack even comes with free stickers, so free stickers. Maybe I'll make those as special prizes for some of my students that I know are fans of Splatoon. Okay, so we've got, oh my goodness, so many flavor packs here. So 2 green and 2 pink of these jellies, so I don't know if I want to try both of them. I'm guessing the tray is meant so that you can squeeze the jelly into the package if you wanted. Oh, so it says it comes with stickers, but really it should just be single. It's just sticker. So it's a what does it even say? Supura Sparashu Pomu. So Splash Palm. So yeah, it's just the one sticker. Yes, the whole thing is a sticker. It's got a switch, and then it has the a screenshot from the game. So you could probably take it off as just the screenshot or the whole switch. So maybe I'll make that an extra special prize for someone. And we'll see. So I'm going to try a little bit of the green and then a little bit of the pink, but I'm not going to open all 4 packages. So I'm going to try and squeeze it so that I can cut off just like a corner of it, because I don't want to eat that much, and I also don't want it to like leak everywhere. So we're just going to go like that. Put that off to the side. And just try a little bit. Okay. It basically tastes like those candy Coca-Cola bottles that you can get. It's actually pretty good because that also reminds me of my childhood. I can't remember the last time I had a candy Coca-Cola bottle. So I'm curious to see if there are 2 different flavors, because there is the green and there is the pink. So I'm going to put it back in the tray, that way at least if the jelly does leak out, it'll land in the tray instead of on my desk. Alright, so the next one here is the pink one. It's a nice shade of pink. I'm not a huge pink fan, but it is a pretty color. And we will see if this is any different. The answer is no. It is the exact same flavor. It is literally just 2 different colors of jelly, but the exact same flavor. So, again, not gonna complain because it tastes like those candy Coke bottles. And even though it is jelly, it is surprisingly not super sweet, which is also a plus. So put those Splatoons away for now. Next one we're going to go to is back to, we're going back to Dragon Ball. So there's Vegeta there. And see what the packaging says here. So this is a Dragon Ball Mini Choco Bar. So again, kind of looks like a wagon wheel, but I have a feeling that the texture is not going to be the same. So we will find out how that tastes. And I'm getting tired of ripping open the packages, so I'm just going to keep cutting them open. it makes less mess. Oh, very crummy. Alright, so I'm gonna try to keep the snack in the package for now, just for cleanliness. Okay. And I was right. It may look like a wagon wheel in the picture, but it's a very crunchy and very airy center to it. I'm trying to think of how to describe it. Oh man, that's also a cereal. It reminds me of a cereal that I had a long time ago, which was called Sugar Crisp, and they were these kind of like rice puff cereals with sugar on them, not Rice Krispies. So this kind of reminds me of that, and that was one of my favorite cereals growing up. So this is like a chocolatey version of that, and I really enjoy it. The only thing is, it's very easy to get crumbs everywhere, so I'm going to have to clean up after this, for sure. Okay, so they're definitely giving me a lot of collector things. So far I've collected the Splatoon sticker. I also got those Dragon Ball Super cards. So going along with that collector's thing again, I have a feeling this will also be another one of those collecting items. This is Detective Conan, which is also a pretty good anime. One I haven't watched, but I know that there's a lot of people who enjoy it, so I'm going to read what it says here. It says, Detective Conan Chocolate Wafer. Can you sleuth out this next snack? Detective Conan is bringing you a chocolate wafer to enjoy. Not only that, but you'll get 2 random character cards included. What will you get? So this will be definitely new for me because I've not watched the anime, so I don't really know any of the characters. But I do like the packaging. Alright, so. Okay, so it's like the regular kind of waffle or wafer snacks. So very thin, nice pattern there. I used to love eating these as a kid too. It's nice. Again, that kind of light taste to it, not super strong. Again, the chocolate's on the not as sweet side. But it's just like the other chocolate snack from the Dragon Ball Super. It is very messy. So I'm going to pull out the card here and put the wafer back in the packaging and eat that later. So we will see what the characters are. Again, I'm going to cut open the packaging and be careful not to cut the cards themselves that are in there. And apparently I did not cut that well enough to actually open the packaging, so let's try that again. Alright. It says there's 2 cards in there, so maybe I might have to pull the packaging out again. I have no idea who that is, or what it is. Some shadow bad guy, so if you know who this is, please leave a comment below so that I can find out who this is, or maybe I need to start watching the anime so I can find out. I am going to try that again and see if I can find the other one, because it did say there were supposed to be 2 in here. Well, I only got 1. Unless it's stuck to the backside of that, then I'd say I only got 1. So we'll just double check to make sure. Yeah, it's definitely only 1, and I think it might be a sticker too. I'm scared to test it out to see, but let's try. Yep, it's a sticker. So, only got 1. I don't know who it is, but it is a sticker, not a card. Oop, and that fell on the ground. I'll pick that up later. Okay, so we're down to our last 4 items. So we're now going to take a look at this one, which is the Pachi Pachi Cola Popping Candy. So again, even though it's not Christmas time anymore, I am going to read the description, which says, make this this Christmas go with a bang. This cola-flavored popping candy will give a refreshing and satisfying crackle in your mouth with each mouthful. Try opening and closing your mouth to make some amazing sounds with pops. So we'll see how good this sounds. Wondering if I should pull my microphone a little bit closer so that you can really hear that popping sound. But we shall see. Yeah, maybe I will. Oh, that looks interesting. So it's kind of hard to see, but it's kind of different things. So there's pink and green bits in there, and then there's like brown pieces in there. So it's kind of like marshmallow and cola. So the way that they're describing here is the marshmallowy looking things are sawayaka, which I don't know what that is. And then the other one is pachi pachi. So, ojikeru, hajikeru candy. Okay, so it's candy, and then soda no, soda oji no ramune. So, okay, so it's ramune flavored is the lighter colored stuff. And then I don't know what Haji Keru is, but the other one is like a kind of candy, so we will see how that goes. Oh, it's an odd sensation. Okay, I'm going to bring the microphone closer. That's the sound of the candies popping. Well, when you close your mouth, it sounds like rain is falling. This is very fun. It reminds me of Pop Rocks. But this is so much more fun than Pop Rocks were. And it's going to take a while for the popping to stop. But it's lots of fun. It's such an odd sensation in the mouth. Oh, oh. One popped at the back of my mouth. Okay. It's almost done. So while I'm doing that, we'll move on to the next thing here, which is One Piece, which is one of my favorite animes, which I also have not been keeping up with. There's just so many episodes, so I've been mostly following the manga rather than the anime. And the candies are still popping in my mouth as I do this. Okay, so these are One Piece cookies. It says, one thing the Christmas season has is food, of course. And lots of it, usually too much. So you'd better have an appetite as big as Luffy's to eat all these snacks. Luckily, this chocolate cookie is tasty enough to fit in after a Christmas feast. So, again, more chocolate cookies, because that's just what I need, is more chocolate. I was kind of hoping there'd be a collector's card in here, because I do like One Piece. So the nice thing is these are individually packaged. And here I have, this is Usopp. I wonder if they have the other characters in there, or other members of it. So Usopp. And then we got that, so that would probably be Zoro. And Nami. So each of these kind of represent different members of the Straw Hat crew. So Sanji. Okay, so that's the other Usopp one that was already in there. And more Nami. So some of the characters, 4 of the characters from One Piece. So I'm gonna open up one of the Usopp ones. Not that it really matters because they should all taste the same. Possibly something I can share with my family later on. Okay. They're okay cookies. It's definitely a lot more chocolate than cookie. But it kind of reminds me of like decadent chocolate chunk cookies in terms of just the taste of the chocolate. Again, a lot of sugar. That chocolate is much sweeter than the other chocolate ones that I've had. Actually, the melon soda in comparison is quite refreshing because it has more of a freshness to it than all this kind of more processed sugar and chocolate. So it's actually working as a really good palate cleanser because it's on the lighter side. Alright, so I'm debating between the Kit Kats and making this. So again, I'm going to do leave the assembly required stuff to the end. So this one is the orange Kit Kat. So I'm assuming it's probably going to taste like a Terry's chocolate. We will find out. It also looks like you can personalize your Kit Kats or your Kit Kat packaging here. They show different pictures of things. So I will have to try and read that later to see if it's something that you can do, because that would be really neat as a gift or a prize, depending on how much it costs. Most likely it's probably not available in Canada, but it would be really awesome if it was. Or maybe I can somehow, if and when I go to Japan, maybe I can have it ordered so that I can pick it up when I'm there, which would be cool. I really like their packaging with their different flavors. Alright, so there's the orange Kit Kat there, like so. Put this off to the side again. And I'll read the packaging for the Kit Kat. So it says, this month we're bringing you the most festive Kit Kat flavor there is, orange Kit Kat. It isn't the holiday season without chocolate orange. Well, without oranges, especially if you grew up in an Asian household. Oranges is definitely something that you would have had around the holiday season. Yep, my guess was right. It basically tastes like a Terry's chocolate. And I love it. Because again, something I haven't had since I was young, so very happy to have a Terry's chocolate. Or a chocolate Kit Kat. Something I'll have to freeze again later. For later. Alright. And last but not least, the one that has some assembly required. So this one, if I can find where the packaging is here. You'd think I would know where it was. Okay, here we go. So it says, Hora de kita, Ice Bar DIY Kit. It might be cold and icy outside this winter season, but that doesn't mean that you can't enjoy some ice cream, especially if it's handmade by you. Create some soda-flavored ice bars with this handy DIY kit. So the theme seems to be anime, chocolate, and soda for this box. So I'm going to flip over to the page that has the instructions in it, which again, we're reading it the other way, so I have to flip from left to right. Alright, so popsicle, there's the instructions there. So first step, of course, is always to open the packaging. So we're going to do that first. Okay, so there's a few parts to this. You've got the cubes, you've got the powder, and you've got this liquid gel. So all three parts are in here. So I'm going to take out the things that are pre-packaged, because those will be the easier things to work with. So add the liquid candy to the empty tray section. So adding the liquid to this one side. Okay, so there are two little compartments here that you can put them in. So since there are two packages, I'm only going to put the gel in one compartment, because then I can put the powder on the other side. And this one I'm going to cut all the way off so that it'll be easier to pour it out. It's a very nice, lovely, clear liquid going on there. This is probably one of those things I'm going to have to eat all in one go, just so that way I'm not keeping around this sticky gel and powder for later. Okay, so that's done. I'm going to throw out the packaging for that. Then it says to and then add the powder in as well. So I'm going to crush up this powder a little bit because it has gone a little hard. So I'm going to crush that up first. Powder is most likely dried sugar, we'll see. It almost has the consistency of baking soda, which I doubt it is because that would not be fun to eat. Baking soda is really just meant for baking, and it's not that delicious on its own. I would not recommend eating it. Okay, so that's going into the other side here. Trying to make sure that they don't accidentally get cross-mixed. Excellent. Okay. So now I'm going to open up this packaging with the popsicle sticks in it. So they're cute, tiny little popsicle sticks. It's adorable. You never find these kinds of popsicle sticks here. Alright, so then I'm going to stab one of these ice cube things. Actually, I might as well stab them all. That way I can just grab and dip as I go. So I'll probably grab, dip, and try these while also reading about what it's like to celebrate Christmas in Japan. This candy probably was softer if I had opened it back in December, but at least the sticks are staying in, unlike my fishing candy the other time where the string just did not stay in at all. Like so. And like so. Okay, so we will start with the pink one, and we're going to dip it in the gel, and then stick it into the powdered stuff. So I'm going to get it in there really good. That's a lot of gel. I feel like I'm going to be wasting some of this gel. And then dip it in the powder. Like so. I didn't crush all the bits well enough, so some of it is in chunks rather than in powder form. So we will taste this and see what it's like. Okay. The powder kind of fizzes in your mouth like if you were drinking a soda. Kind of a soda taste. I think for the next cube I'll try to cover more of it. Because it tastes kind of like soda, but tastes more like bubblegum than I would say soda. So while I'm trying these candies, I'm going to read this next page here, which is Christmas celebrated in Japan? As soon as I finish reading this. You may have certain traditions around Christmas time that you follow every year, such as decorating a Christmas tree, buying presents for friends and family, gathering all your family for a special Christmas dinner, hanging Christmas lights, and more. But is this also the case for Japanese families? Is Christmas celebrated in Japan? Unlike in the West, there is not a lot of emphasis on Christmas in Japan. Some families will decorate small Christmas trees, though it is mainly there when the children are young. The same goes for presents. Young children might receive gifts, but it is not common for friends to buy each other Christmas gifts or families to continue gift giving after the children have grown up. During Christmas time in Japan, there is actually less emphasis on family time and more on couples. Often it is a special time for couples to go for a nice date and eat Christmas cake. Sponge cake with whipped cream and strawberries. For Christmas dinner, they'll skip the big family gathering and home-cooked meal for a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken or even pizza. Kentucky Fried Chicken is actually a very big thing in terms of Christmas celebrations in Japan. You basically, if you don't order it in advance, you won't get a KFC dinner for Christmas Day. So that's how big it is there. One thing I will point out about these kind of cola popsicles is that they leave kind of a cooling, numbing sensation on your tongue after you eat it. So it is kind of refreshing and on the more cooling side. So I am going to continue to read because there is another page here about anime, so we are going to look at that next while I start this next one. So I want to see if the blue one is different than the pink. Kind of. Alright. The anime page, because I love anime. As well as some new Japanese words to learn. So, Discover Japan. For this holiday season, or during this time of, I guess we can say during this time of self-isolation and social distancing, we recommend you bundle up with a cozy blanket, a hot cup of cocoa, your Tokyo treat snacks, or any snacks you have at home, and watch a good anime. We put a list of our top 15 animes that you should give a try if you haven't seen them before. Mind you, this is Tokyo Treats listing of animes. It may not be your style of anime, but they do have a pretty good list here, so I am going to go through them all. The blue one pretty much tastes the same as the pink one. So starting off, we have this one here. This is My Hero Academia. Next we have Dragon Ball Z. So that's the one that's a bit of an older anime. That's kind of the anime that I grew up on. One Piece, also one that has been around for a very, very long time. And I'm sorry that the camera isn't focusing as well. Inuyasha, sorry, which is also an older anime, one that I grew up on. Naruto, which is also, I mentioned before, is an anime that now has a sequel based on next generation of characters. Fruits Basket, which is also pretty good. I haven't watched it, but I know that they've remade it, and I believe the second season will be coming out soon. Cowboy Bebop is on my to watch list. I haven't watched it, but it is an older anime that is really good from what I've heard. Samurai Champloo is a different kind of anime, or a different kind of style of art, but it is a very good anime to watch. Detective Conan. Then we have the Odon High School Host Club. So if you're more into kind of girly animes, that would be for you. Yuri on Ice. Silver Spoon. Full Metal Alchemist. I'm a bigger fan of the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood series, just because it sticks more to the original storyline of the manga. Ramna One Half. And then this one is Moya Shimon, which I've never heard of before, which now makes me curious to see what that is like. So that it would be an anime worth watching. Now, I said I was going to finish the rest of these popsicles, but I just can't, I can't bring myself to finish it. Again, just too much sweetness. And also, just the weird kind of cooling sensation that it leaves in your mouth. It's not one of those things that you want to keep eating, because it almost feels like if I eat any more, my tongue is going to go numb. So, the words that we're going to be learning from this box are holiday, which is Yazumi, winter, which is Fuyu, snow, which is Yuki, Santa Claus, which basically is just said like Santa Claus with an accent, so it's Santa Claus. Christmas, which again, just Christmas with an accent, Kurisumasu. Decorations is Kazari. North Pole is Hokyoku. And reindeer is Tonakai. So those are the Japanese words that they have in the book here. As far as I can see, that's pretty much the end of the box. So with that being said, just a friendly reminder that I will be teaching some Japanese starting next week. And I don't know what I'm going to be doing for Monday's video yet. It might have something to do with my health journey or something else, but definitely Tuesday to Thursday we'll be learning hiragana, and then on Friday will be another box opening. So I hope you look forward to that, and I'll see you soon. Bye.